Look, I'm not gonna family.
Okay, so I'm Mr. Astronaut, and today we are going into the plant's natural habitat to go ahead and raise a gravestone. Yeah, they may not enjoy this, and we may have some resistance, but in the end, it is for science. So, remember kids, don't try this at home.
Don't try this at home.
Now, we go to our expert Aidan to tell us how we're going to raise the gravestone.
Well, you see, Jimmy, so the first thing we gotta do is we got to get inside the gun, and then as soon as we get inside the gun, we do the gravestone. And that's about all the time I have, so go back to you, Jimmy.
Okay, you heard it here first, folks. Also, my name's not Jimmy. My name is Bart. And that's what I'm saying. I can't even understand what you're saying anymore.
Hyenaedon, what was that? All I heard was yim.
Actually, I haven't played Garden Warfare in a while. I'm interested in getting my grips on the whole Garden Warfare monkey bars and starting up. I mean, I'm just getting my grip on the monkey. You know, have you guys ever fallen off monkey bars before?
Oh yeah, of course.
It's like, okay, have you ever fallen face first onto the ground off of monkey bars?
No.
Because I have, and it was very interesting. It was a very interesting experience.
No, because my parents never took me to the playground.
Oh, I'm just dying over and over. Yeah, my parents used to take me to the playground like every day when I was a little kid.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, I loved the playground. And then I would meet like those kids there that just like...
and were stupid.
Yeah, like the So there's three types of kids that you meet at the park. There are, there's the kids who are like just dumb and they just don't know anything and they're just sitting there like shoveling sand into their mouth and you're just like looking at their parents and you're just like, what the heck did these parents teach their kids? You know, I remember there was this one time that there was this kid shoveling sand into his mouth. There's this kid shoveling sand into his mouth, right? So I went over to his dad and I'm like, you're aware that your son is putting sand in his mouth? And he's like, oh, well, yeah, he likes it. It's just like, what? And I'm just like, oh, okay. This is a very, very true story.
It is?
Yeah, he likes it. He likes putting sand in his mouth. He didn't yell, like, he was very polite about it, though. He was like, oh, he likes it.
And his dad did it. I feel sad as a child.
Yeah.
For having a terrible father.
Yeah, okay, no, then, okay, I'm gonna say that there's actually 4 types of kids. So then you have the number 2, which are the kids who think that they, like, own the playground. Oh, hi, Koopa. Sorry, I had to. Anyways, then you have the people who, like, the kids who think they own the playground and, like, they're on the top of, like, where you go down the slide. And, like, you think that, oh, I'm just going to go down the slide and go down. But that kid up there is just like, no, this is my slide. You can't do anything about it. And then, yet again, you, like, look for their parents and they're nowhere to be seen. So it's like this kid who's like, oh, I own them.
Usually those kind of kids don't even have, like, their parents aren't even around.
No, yeah, those parents aren't even around. They're just like, so this 5-year-old kid just gets dropped off at the park. And they're like, okay, we'll pick you up in 7 hours. See you later, bud. And then he's like, I've been abandoned by my parents. I must conquer the playground for myself.
Father's like, I'm gonna go and get you.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I'm a block.
Hey, Max.
Okay, then you have the kids who are actually, like, nice, and, like, they're not like you, because no one's like us. No one's quite like us, but they're just, like, they're the nice kids. They don't have the same obsessions as us. They're not, like, the video game fanatics, but they're just them. They're normal people. They're the good people. Then, the 4th type of kids that I thought of, that I encountered way too much, are the, like, the teenagers who are like have beards and are like wearing their beanies and their jackets and they're just like running around the playground and they're just like terrorizing the kids. Have that ever happened to you guys?
It never happened to me, but
Okay.
I've heard people doing it.
No, there was this one time I was at the park. I was a bit older. I was about 10, and I was hanging out with one of my friends, Zach, who I actually haven't seen in a while. But I was hanging out with him, and we decided to be like stupid and like go play on the playground and like screw around. And then there were these dudes. Well, I'm not even joking. There must have been like 17, and we just saw them. And they were like these grown men who most likely were about to be in college, and they were both like riding like the horses with the springs on the bottom. Like, they were riding the horses with the springs on the bottom, and they just looked over at us. We stared at each other for a second, and then they just like burst into laughter, and we're just staring at them. And then they looked back at each other. Still burst. I still to this day I'm not sure what happened. Like they might have been drunk. But that's something I really don't like is freaking irresponsible parents. Take care of your child. Like, if you can't take care of your child, then don't take them in public, please. Please.
Exactly, and for that matter, your guy, or anyone...
I don't know if that...
He's looking for children. I have like 20 in my basement, so,
You guys are looking for children, I can hook you up.
I got 20 in my basement.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That was the most...
No, that's not okay. Don't sell children, please.
I didn't feel like that, I swear to God.
Oh, Koopa, we're gonna have to sit down. Never mind.
Oh my god.
On my butt.
Oh no. Okay, so yeah. Okay, you were saying, Koopa?
I actually forgot what I was about to say.
Okay. He is too perfect.
I think you meant if you want children. Maybe, I don't know.
No, if you want children, be smart about it, and actually, if you're gonna raise them, make sure
We would know. We've been children.
Yeah, we have been children. Make sure you're smart when you're raising your kids. Like, so let's say, like, it's just, if you have kids, just take care of them. Like, there are the people who will accidentally have kids and they'll just be like, nah, I don't want it. I'm gonna put it up for adoption. Like,
AKA teenagers.
yes, indeed. And like those, like honestly, if you think about it, it's not that bad if you really like can't afford taking care of a kid. But just think about your kids, man. Take care of your kids. Don't give them away. I mean, they are the most important thing in the world. Children are, even if children are dumb, you must teach them. Children are the most important thing in the world, as far as I'm concerned, because they are our future, and therefore you should train them and make sure they're not stupid. Because we don't want stupid people running the world after we're gone. I mean, just imagine if you give up your child for adoption just because you gave up your child for adoption when it was born, Call of Duty, like, 25 was made. Like, do you want to be responsible for the creation of Call of Duty 25? Do you really want to be responsible?
Or do you want things to be well?
Yeah.
Do you want things to be well for everybody? No.
Yeah, I mean, no, yeah. Do you want the world to suffer because you put up your child for adoption and it made Call of Duty 25? Don't be that guy. And that's the thing, though, is, like, I know plenty of kids. Like, there are a couple of my friends who are adopted kids. And that's cool. It's just that, what would your life have been like if you would have stayed with your original parents? Would it have been worse or better? It's always something to think about. It's kind of scary.
Actually, that's actually, yes. And also,
I mean, sometimes it's possible that something, like they were gonna be good parents and just something bad happened.
Yeah, I mean, just think about that. Okay, World War II doesn't happen. We wouldn't exist probably.
Wait, no, why would you bring up World War II?
I'm just saying, like, any war. Like, for example, I wouldn't exist if it wasn't for the Vietnam War, because my mother...
World War II.
Who cares?
World War II.
World War II is a historical moment in history, and it's to be studied in science class, so... Actually, yeah, remember that. Wars are... Aha! It's you! I mean, you know, wars. It's a historical thing.
War never change.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Humans are always fighting each other.
Kind of weird.
Wars. Yeah.
Like if an alien came down on our planet and they're like, what the heck? Why are these people like
I am an alien.
fighting?
No. Okay. Actually, that reminds me. So I was just reading The Watchmen, right? I was telling you about that. I read The Watchmen. Watchmen, amazing comic book. The ending, what you just said reminded me of the ending. Do you want me to spoil The Watchmen for everyone watching this? Because what you just said really... Okay, so yeah, spoiler alert, if you haven't read or watched the Watchmen movie, click past a couple minutes. Anyway, so, the plot of The Watchmen, basically, is there was this guy, right, who made this evil doomsday monster that would kill everyone. No, it's not that. That's Dr. Manhattan. That's a good guy. Anyways, he made this giant evil alien tentacle monster that would just go, like, come out of space and frickin' murder everyone. And what his intention was to have it murder as many humans as possible so that all humanity, instead of fighting wars against each other, would have to unite against the alien. So what he did was he made the alien and it killed, like, millions of people. But everyone in the world afterwards was united. And there was, like, all these gruesome, like, images of that chapter of just people being mauled by the giant monster. And there was just, like, it was kind of disturbing. Like, the first page in the chapter is just a building, like, pooled up with dead people. Like, I'm... Lasers, man. But, like, I'm not even kidding. Like, a building just full of dead people. It was kind of gross. Like, just imagine the carpet in your home is now a floor of dead humans, and you can't even see your carpet anymore.
Okay, that's just a lovely image.
Just blood, mucus, and body parts.
Hey kids, remember, it's always nice to hang out with Max because he gets to talk about a floor replaced with human bodies.
Yeah, exactly. Also, Rorschach dies. RIP.
Okay, continue. Oh, is that the end?
No, that's the end. I mean, that's the end of the story. They beat the alien monster, and everyone, all humanity unites together. I mean, there's more interesting stuff before then, but that's like the ultimate plot and what it leads up to. And also, the character who created the frickin' Doomsday Monster may or may not be named Ozymandias. Just saying, you know.